Oh my gosh, this weather. Anyway, welcome to the vlog. This is a little bit of a what's been happening vlog, which to be honest, not much. We've had a few battles to contend with, but we'll cover them over in this. So you should be at home in my kitchen by now. When I do chatty vlogs, I tend to be in the kitchen. Hopefully you can't hear the washing machine. Anyway, I've been on box rest for a couple of weeks because I have tweaked my hip. I think it's from riding Nico and trying to get him to bend, and also I think the dog's not helping when he chooses to sit in between my legs. So I've tweaked that, so we've been taking it easy for a couple of weeks. Nico had a 10 days off, but after 7 days he was being a bit of a jackass. So I decided that he probably was ready to come back into work. He's very much the type that likes to have a job, have something to do, and he is just happier when he's doing something. So he's just back doing some long reining and is happy as Larry again and not being quite so much of a pain. Oh boy. Ellie is still taking over with the long rein. Lexi is still having the winter off. So that is kind of what the horses have been doing. So I took a bit of a social media hiatus just before Christmas actually. Haven't like completely come off it, but I took it off my phone so I can only go on it now when I go on my own personal MacBook. So I can't get it on my phone, I can't get it on my work laptop, anything like that. And it has been lovely. And I think it's made quite a difference because I'm quite an anxious person, and seeing like a constant feed of not necessarily anxious things, like there's lots of lovely stuff on social media, but there are other things that make me anxious, and that has helped quite a lot. But I think that's also made me more delayed in doing another vlog. Because you're not getting the constant feed, I guess, of what everyone else is doing, and there's a bit less pressure on what you should be doing. I'm definitely feeling like a bit more relaxed about what I should be doing with Nico, although my friend is looking for another horse because her boy sadly passed last year, and she is looking at a rising 5-year-old, which has done a lot more than Nico. But anyway, so that's been nice, so I do highly recommend. I haven't really ever advertised my channel through social media, so I don't feel obliged to have it. Because all of you have somehow found me. Thanks for staying. So that's been quite nice, and if you're thinking about doing it, I do recommend doing that sort of thing. Like, it's very difficult to do a complete social media detox because around us everything to do with the equestrian events is all posted on Facebook and you can't always find it elsewhere. So I do keep it for that purpose now, and kind of that purpose alone, and also for marketplace because that's quite handy. I do still like having a look on Instagram at like my close friends, but again, it's only on my MacBook, so I can see stories and stuff, but I can't actually share stories. I can still post if I wanted to, but honestly, I haven't felt the need to. So the next fun thing that happened was we had Storm Garetti, which was terrifying. Obviously, we knew it was coming, so we battened down the hatches, made sure everything that was outside was not going to go flying away, checked all the roofs, checked all the ground pegs. So my stables have got massive, great big ground pegs that hopefully hold them into the ground. I took the afternoon off because we had to go look at carpet. We left the horses about sort of 5-ish, and Ben was like, I don't think it's going to be that bad. Like, it doesn't seem that bad at all at the moment. And he was right, it didn't seem that bad, but oh my gosh, literally like 6:30, completely changed. And it was quite terrifying, if I'm honest. Probably didn't help that none of us had power cuts, like me and my friends, and we were all messaging each other, being like, oh my God, this is horrible. One of my poor friends lost part of her roof on her stables. Lots of people had lots of damage. It was too dangerous to really go out and drive. My cameras weren't firing off, like I wasn't getting any notifications, so I was like hoping that meant everything was okay. But oh my gosh, I so wanted to go and check on the ponies. I was absolutely terrified that like the roof was going to come off, or the stables were going to fly away, or just everything. Like, I genuinely felt sick with worry, and I was doing box breathing to try to help me get through. The one good thing was it was hideously windy, like hurricane force winds, but it did only last for a short while, so it was only a couple of hours. But I mean, there was a lot of damage throughout Cornwall. Everyone's heard of it. But luckily we went up the next day and absolutely everything was fine. Nothing had even moved. The horses were fine. I was so relieved. I actually cried. But yeah, that was pretty terrifying. But there's also been so much rain. So much rain. So just everywhere is just like constantly flooded. Like all the fields are just like mush. Like I know obviously every winter it rains, but it just feels like there's been so much more rain this year. Like my stables are flooded a couple of times, which has never ever happened before. I think maybe it's because I need to sort the ground out in them, but things are due to change at some point, so I'm not really bothered with that. But oh my gosh, I'm just so bored of rain. Like we've not had snow or anything like that. We've just had wind and rain. Like, ugh. These guys don't seem fussed about it. Mud. Absolutely feel you right now. That was gushing when I came up. Nico's stable, surprisingly, is not that bad, but it's a bit damp. And look, they probably all need lifting, but oh, this is Ellie's. She was pretty pissy about it, to be honest. She wouldn't eat her breakfast in the stable, so I had to give it to her in the field. And Lexi's doesn't look too bad, but there's lots of water under there. It's definitely wearing thin being an equestrian at the moment. Ugh. So, did I mention rain? Obviously, I don't have any hard standing whatsoever at my yard, so that's probably one of the reasons why my stable's flooded. So I literally have mud, then I have a layer of like damp-proof plastic, it's quite thick, and I have grass mats out around the stables, and I have rubber matting in the stables. But even my grass mats outside are getting compromised now, and it's pretty wearing. So motivation is lacking. There's been one quest date, there is another one this weekend, which I was umming and ahhing about entering. But honestly, I just can't be bothered because there's just so much mud everywhere. Like, oh, I literally watch other people's vlogs and see their like concrete, and I'm like, I'm so jealous, like, of concrete. It's ridiculous. So I think I'm going to hopefully go for a hack with Lucy and Theo instead. And that probably is more beneficial than going and doing dressage anyway, because Nico really does need the hacking experience. But just even the thought of getting ready to go for a hack and just going through my gateway, we're going to be lagged just doing that. It's not that I don't like no, I don't like the mud, but everything just gets disgusting and ruined and mud. To be fair, not that much mud, we are quite lucky, but field gateway, not much fun. Gateway to the ponies. Pretty muddy. This is pretty squelchy. And my gateway in and out of the field is also, you can't tell from here, but it's pretty disgusting now. Jeep running in there. Literally dragging. Come on. Don't lag. Come on. So on everyone else's vlogs, I've seen them doing like Q&As and their goals and stuff. So I don't have a big enough following to do Q&As, so I'm not going to do that. Goals wise this year, I don't really know. Like, things are hopefully going to be changing quite a lot for us this year. It's a bit cryptic. I can't really say anything because it does depend on quite a few things coming together, but it is very stressful, so you can draw your own suggestions, ideas, conclusions from that, but it kind of all depends on when it changes as to what my goals will be. With Nico, I want to carry on getting up his hacking experience, carry on doing Quest with the Pink Pony Pod girls, because I do love that, love the team element, and I want to work on doing our pole work and grid work, and maybe starting doing some like little tiny courses of jumping. Ellie, I just want to be able to get back on her. She probably could be ridden now. I'm thinking that I will in the next couple of weeks start riding her in the field, not doing anything taxing, just literally like walking around. Obviously I've been long reining her for ages, and I'm going to get her some hoof boots, but I am not in any rush to get her out hacking on the roads because I don't really like hacking where we are. So I'm kind of just not pushing that because I would like to be able to hack in nicer places when we are at a point where we go hacking, so not pushing that. Lexi, not really sure what I'm going to do with her next year. Like, she obviously is like more than happy as long as she gets a brush every couple of days and she's got some food. The more grass the better for her. Obviously she can't have too much grass because she's a fatty pony. But I'm kind of over the in-hand showing. Like, I'll probably take her to the odd fun show, like if it's close by, but otherwise she'll probably just be a fun little pony. Obviously, I'm sorry to sound so mysterious, but it will all come out when it's ready. So if you want to know what I'm being mysterious about, you'll have to click subscribe and see when it happens. Because I will vlog it when it does happen. Well, when they do happen. Many things. So cryptic. Am I going to have flooded stables? Not flooded down there. Need a torch. Oh, it doesn't look too bad. Oh, that's a relief. That looks a bit dodgy. Might be the one we need to check, but ugh.
We were young, chasing dreams, didn't know what life would mean. Running wild, hearts full of fire. The world was ours, we reached higher. Every laugh, every tear, we held on through every fear. The roads we took, the nights we danced, in every moment we took a chance. Now I see it clear through the highs and lows. Every step we took, every place we go. For the test of time. We've been side by side. We've walked the miles, we've crossed the lines. No matter where life leads us, we'll be fine.
I think it was probably a bit deep for him.
You'll always be a friend of mine. Through the storms, through the endless night, we've held each other, we fought the fight. No matter what the future leaves behind, you'll always be a friend of mine.
Good boy. I was like, oh god, we're both going to be in the water. Come on. Good boy, good lad, good boy, good boy.
We didn't have a single clue, but we believed, we pretend that we would never see the end. Now
Go over the bridge.
older wise, with the same spark in our eyes. No regrets, we've come so far. You're still my light, my northern star. Now I see it clear through the highs and lows. Every step we took, every place we go, you were always there, like the stars that shine. A constant friend through the test of time. Through the years, we've been side by side.
This is probably different to standing it.
Crossed the
Good boy.
lines. No matter where life leads us, we'll be fine. 'Cause you'll always be a friend of mine. Through the storms, through the endless night, we've held each other, we fought the fight. behind. You'll always be a friend of mine. Time may change us, roads may part, but you're forever in my heart.
Good boy. Good boy. It's like no. Good boy. Good boy. Careful. Careful. Good boy. Well done. Oh, good boy.
No matter where life leads us, we'll be fine. 'Cause you're all